Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! It is time! So I said that this level, I love the music in it. And there's a specific reason why I love the music in this level. It starts off kind of like your typical haunted level song, kind of organic and creepy, but wait for it. All of a sudden, it has some pep to it. This is not your generic haunted level. No, it is your generic haunted level with fun music. And it is awesome. I guess this is the way we came in. No, of course not. The pad is where we came in. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to enjoy this music entirely because every so often we'll be heading inside this here house. So let's start by heading inside this here house. These two guests are rather dumb. Let's make sure they're unwelcome. Who woke Napper while he's sleeping? I can hear someone down there creeping. Yeah, this guy. I'm not even gonna try to go up there to deal with him because I can't. Not from here anyway. You couldn't hear it because I kind of stepped onto the floor too soon, but the wood floor is very creepy. Or creaky, rather. Meanwhile, going in this window does not bring us into the same room, even though you'd think it would, but it brings us into an entire separate area. This mansion has various windows that you can buzz through. I was totally expecting to tackle a monster coming out of that face. I guess Grunty doesn't want her face ruined. Is that all that's in here? Feathers? Weird that there's so many red feathers. You don't even need them in this level. Okay, let me double check what's in this direction. Pretty sure nothing. There will be a gate, I think. No, that's just the entrance to a maze. We'll ignore the maze. Oh hey! There's bats! Because every video game needs bats. I would like to have a moment to take a look at how cute these guys are. But they're not going to let me. Trust me, these bats are cute. Let me see if I can spot the next one. And not be stuck on a post. Not one there. There it is. See if I can get closer to it. Maybe that one's not the ideal one. Where's a one that's not sitting by a post? There's one! Let's take a good look at this one. Because seriously, the bats in this level are actually kind of adorable. I like them. Get a little closer. Kinda hard to tell at such low resolution. But I do think they're cute. Even despite the fact that they're so low poly. This is probably as good a look as I'm gonna get. Unless I get his attention. That's another good look, actually. Alright, we've admired the bats long enough. So let's go ahead and get back over here. Have I mentioned how much I love the music here? It is awesome. And of course I also love the Halloween theme. Such a fun level. Okay, took care of that. Can I get this way yet? I believe I can. Not. No, I need to come from the other side. Actually, there's a task over here, up those steps there, that I need to do, but I can't do it right this very moment. So we'll ignore that for the moment. And instead, kind of look around here. I know there's another entrance to this place. Start with this window. I need some health back. No, nothing else important in this room. I will, however, come down here, because there's actually something I kind of want to take a look at while I have the chance. First things first. These guys can only be killed with invincibility. And if I come in here... This is another place where one of those stop and swap eggs was located. Honestly, I don't remember which eggs were located where. I just know there was an egg in here. Now, as for the rest of these... I want to open these, but not necessarily collect what's inside, because one of them is kind of... interesting. There it is, that Mumbo token. I don't want to grab that yet. I will, however, grab this Jiggy. Oh, notes up here. Don't forget these. Don't fall off while getting these. Alright, now that I know the Mumbo token's in there, I can go ahead and grab what's in these other areas. Assuming there's anything. By the way, in our normal circumstances, that barrel there is boarded up. So you can't get into it without the stop and swap code. Oh, I can't remember what 1881 signifies. Guess I'll grab these eggs. Anyway, I want you all to keep this Mumbo token in mind. It is slightly important for something in a little while here. Okay, next thing I'm going to do... Open this while I'm thinking about it. Attempt to open this while I'm thinking about it. There we go. And we're going in here now. It appears we have ourselves a Ouija board. Greetings, O Solid One. I'm Templar the Mighty. Solve the puzzle, and you can take this infernal thing that's stuck under me. If it's infernal, why do we have to earn it? Just give it to us. And so we got this puzzle. Kinda like the Treasure Trove's Cove puzzle. But I honestly feel it's a lot harder. For one thing, if I land on any of the Gruntilda panels, I take damage. Also, we got this ghost following us, and I actually cannot do anything about him. Although, since he knocked me off of here, now I'm considering maybe I can. It's worth trying. He's too fast. Get over here. Okay, you actually can get rid of him. I thought maybe you couldn't because you have to get off of the thing. However, doing that has caused me to kind of run out of time. Oh, he respawns. That totally figures. Well, not winning this one. And I get sent all the way back to the start of the level. Well, that's not cool. At the very least, it doesn't count as a death. Don't have to recollect any of those notes. Alright, let's do this again, but better. Anyway, yeah, pretty difficult. The camera position doesn't help. And this is apparently pretty picky about where you stand on top of it. N J O Okay, there's an A down here. There's going to be a later point in the game where I'm possibly going to have to do this challenge again. It's a scary thought, I'm going to tell you that right now. I managed it this time. But it's going to be harder next time. At last the puzzle is solved. Take this thing. I'm leaving this gloomy shed. Okay, 2 down. And at this point, I think it's basically just let's explore. Nobody to interact with for the most part. So I kind of want to bring something a little random up. There has been another Let's Play of this game started up besides my own. At the time of this recording, Miss Anila has started her own Let's Play of this game. And that slightly concerns me, maybe, possibly. No, I'm not concerned. Nope, not concerned. I mean, yeah, Miss is way more adorable than I am. Not for lack of trying. Oh, that was a mistake. This is poisonous. This is poisonous. Get out. But you know, you don't have to be necessarily adorable in order to have an award-winning Let's Play of Banjo-Kazooie, right? Do I even want to be here yet? I'm not sure I actually do. So yeah, my point is, sure, she is ultra adorable, but mine is better. You don't have to go watching hers. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and watch hers, but that's because I don't have to worry about losing myself as an audience. This is my playthrough. But you guys, you don't necessarily have to watch hers. I'm not insecure, you're insecure. Also, don't go watching Super Gaming Brothers playthrough of this game, or the Game Grumps, even though the Game Grumps had the Grant Kirkhope at one point. Definitely don't need to watch those either. Okay, wound up back here. And as long as I'm kind of this way now, this challenge. Gotta be quick. I believe Gruntilda will taunt you if you fail that. But I'm in a hurry. I don't feel like triggering it this time. Oh, and here we come to this gigantic church. With gigantic ghosts that go down just as easily. It's kind of weird, though. I can use invincibility to get rid of these giant ghosts, but not the one in the mansion. Yeah, we'll definitely have to deal with him eventually. But for now, let's kind of enjoy things. Oh yeah, this. I mentioned before that the Xbox ports of this game have some quirks that I am not a fan of. This guy is one of them. Kind of pay close attention to the music as we take on this next challenge. Mazsan plays his organ with ease, but can you follow him on the keys? Not bad, Bear, but now watch me. Copy this tune, and amazed I'll be. Oh no, a second phase? This is probably going to be way harder. Except it's not. I'm not sure if it's harder at all. Anyway, the thing with the music is, each of the keys that he presses is... well, in fact, each of the keys that I press as well. They kind of match the melody of the song in this room. And I think that's a really neat touch. I mean, it makes no sense. You would think that the organ would play the correct keys that you're pressing rather than match the level theme. Your music skills are mighty fine, so take this golden piece of mine. Still though, it is a pretty neat thing. The problem is, in the Xbox ports of this game, it's broken. All the keys play the exact same note. It's one thing to have the notes play the wrong keys, it's another that they all play the same key. That is a very boring organ. Granted, it's a pretty nitpicky thing. A nitpicky reason to want to prefer the Nintendo 64 version over the Xbox version, but it's one of multiple reasons. I already mentioned one of the biggest flaws with the Xbox ports, going with the bottles bonus puzzles, how one of them makes this level impossible to complete. Of course, now that I'm come to this level, at this point in the game in the Xbox versions, after completing this level, I could totally do the bottles bonus thing. But the thing of it is, I wouldn't have been able to do the wishy-washy banjo stuff. Hold on a sec, I think there's something in the other direction. I mean, I can do the wishy-washy stuff, but I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do them until now. And I wanted to do them when I did them. Okay, glad I got that feather, because I'm gonna need it on my way back down. I think. Wait, I can't remember, does invincibility... First things first, does invincibility kill that guy? I'll have to find out, kind of. But I'm more curious about invincibility killing... or preventing me from fall damage. Let me try that. It's one of those little things that I can't quite remember. Yep, that guy is, in fact, dead, and it did prevent me from taking fall damage. Cool. The bad news is, my experiment cost me both of my gold feathers, and say hello to this guy. There's two of these green ghosts in this level, and oh great, he knocked me down. You know what? Oh. I am being informed that I may or may not have forgotten a note on the organ. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here almost dead, so I'm going to make my way towards the honeycombs down there as soon as I double check what's up here. sure enough, missed that note. As well as this one. Thank you for pointing those out. It would have sucked to have missed them and not known where they are. That is always the sucky thing about these collectathons. You miss a thing? Pardon the pun, but bad news bears. Okay, I need to get all the notes on top of these pews. And with Mr. Green going around, that'll be easier said than done. Thankfully, he's not on this side of the church. Who do you think sits in this church anyway? Well, I suppose those ghosts do. Okay, I need to get both of these. And I'm pretty sure this guy can go through stuff, so... Don't knock me off! Gee, I wish I had a couple extra golden feathers. I'm gonna have to leave and come back to deal with that guy. Hopefully the church does not close up. It closed up. You have not heard the last of me! Now this song here is definitely... wrong button. Definitely what you would expect from a haunted level. Also tombstones. Monstrous tombstones. Because why not? Sorry, cute one. I'm just gonna jump in here now. You can tell that's special because it has Banjo-Kazooie on it. Alright, give me that feather. And I guess before I head back into the church, I'll finish exploring this section. You're welcome. Oh, that's not a monster. I thought it was a monster because it was brighter. That's a monster. It is interesting, by the way, that I always go for this attack, even though it's primarily used for higher up enemies. I could just use the roll attack. As long as it's not this attack. That attack sucks. Okay, I take it back. You would not expect fart music from a haunted church. Stripeback is asking if these pots are swearing. It's amazing how many people think that.
Thank you.
No, they're definitely saying thank you. It's like, thank you. Something like that. Oh, come on.
Thank you.
And that leaves one more, I believe. And then coming up here is kind of fun. You have to be quick in order to bring out Kazooie because these rooftops are slippery. Thankfully, there is a momentary delay before the slip is triggered. Nice touch, by the way, having the clinky of the rooftop. Tricky jump is tricky. This clock totally has no hands. It has a Mumbo token, though. Grab without falling. And unfortunately, that slope does not have a delay to it. So, what happened to that part I was talking about where I really wanted to grab that without falling? I seem to have failed that. Don't know if you noticed. Let's try this again, but better. Matty Ratty says, knowing Rare, I'm sure they realized how close it sounded to the cursing and left it in for that reason. You know, it's entirely possible. That definitely would not surprise me. Okay, one more thing up here. And this up here is a pretty good view, I gotta say. Oh hey, Mumba's here. I'm gonna hold off before going after him. You can definitely see how much more of this level we got. We still have to explore a lot in the mansion. Got that maze there. Actually, that isn't a whole lot more. It's just, before we do it, we're going to have to go ahead and head into our second episode break of today's stream. We'll be right back! I'm gonna pause so that the timer doesn't go, because I want to know my time for completing this level. And the timer does not go when you're paused. That's kind of convenient.